Hey guys, as you've read the title of this video, I'll be introducing my large Pyriformis colony to a new Outworld. Their Outworld currently is a tub that is no longer ideal as I have heaps more workers. I've had to reapply Fluon often due to their climbing, which doesn't look great as the view is so cloudy. During feeding time, it's getting harder to handle as the workers tend to move around faster and climb against the walls. It looks like they are planning to escape. Viewing the tub at this angle, I've noticed the Outworld is more of a nest to them. I've had a few workers escape through these gaps where the lid can easily open. It's long overdue for an upgrade. They will definitely need a more secure setup. I've used cotton balls and tape for the time being to avoid any more escapes. It looks so unappealing. This will be the new Outworld. It also fits perfectly onto my ant shelf, so it will be placed here. So I need to disconnect the tube from the nest and connect it to the new and improved Outworld. Before we do any transferring, I'll have to gather the materials, which are cotton balls, scissors, Fluon, which is insect slip, tubing, Outworld decorations, red sand, and coir peat. I've been using the small bowl when feeding, but it's no longer ideal due to the amount of workers, so here is a reptile feeding dish that I will replace it with. The fun part is decorating the Outworld. I have a few decorations I could use. I knew I wanted a stick or a branch that the workers can climb on. This Outworld comes with a more secure lid, and it's definitely a good feature to have so it prevents ants escaping. It seems to be more ideal and safer when feeding. First step is to apply Fluon. I use cotton balls and move my hand in a circular motion all around the inside of the Outworld. Once the Fluon is dry, I then pour red sand and coir peat, which I use for their substrate, adding in their feeding dish and decorations. I then add Fluon to the edges of the two lid openings, also in a circular motion. From comparison, the new Outworld is already looking so much better. No workers shouldn't escape. Now I've got to disconnect the tube from the nest to the new Outworld. Ideally, I would just connect a tube that leads to the new Outworld from the tub, but I'm doing it a different way. I'll firstly place each rubber band around the edges of the lid to secure it tightly. I use the scissors to cut a new tube that will replace the old one. Once everything has successfully disconnected, I then boil the water. I place the new tube in the beaker for a few seconds with the hot water, as it'll soften the tube and make it really bendy and squishy. The tube should be able to fit quite snug now. I'm currently connecting the tube to the Outworld on my shelf. The camera angle isn't great, but my main focus was not to let workers escape or get stung. Success! This setup looks great on my ant shelf. I'm quite pleased. Check out this worker. She's brave enough to be one of the first to explore. More of her sisters join. A few workers start moving around near the entrance as if the message is passed that there is something new out there. The hard part is not over. I still got the old Outworld with workers inside. I should have connected it to the new Outworld and it would have been a smoother transition for the ants. but I did not have the patience and time. I carefully transferred the remaining workers almost one by one with the cotton balls, as they cling onto them well. This is not the ideal way of handling and transferring ants, especially bull ants as they bite and sting. I highly don't recommend this method of transferring ants. There is so many that I easily could have gotten stung or bit. Please don't do this. Here's a quick insight of the nest. They currently have lots of larvae. The ants seem to love the stick or branch, as they're able to climb and hang from it. I feel it's a nice touch to this Outworld. Feeding won't be as challenging as there's more space for them, and there won't be as many climbing the walls once the lid opens, so that's a relief, hopefully. This was a much needed upgrade for these girls. Here's what my Pyriformis setup looks like now. So far, the new Outworld is working best for them, as there is much more space compared to the tub. It's also better to observe. The next upgrade for these girls will be a bigger nest in the future. Thanks for watching.